monitoring. I think it's fun. I love it because it's great job security. Helps keep my bills paid. But we're going to talk to you all today about the consolidated monitoring program. Show you some changes we had to make for COVID, and we're going to want your input on this. We're trying to get used to the new normal as well and make some adjustments. Is usually presented by Dr. Ray and myself. Dr. Ray is unable to be with us today, so I'm afraid that you guys are stuck with me. But again, we'll try and make it interesting and worth your time being here. I appreciate you all coming. Switch this. Okay, just so you know, this is being recorded. A fine gentleman we have on the line, Eric Brunson. He is recording this and handling the backstage technology, if you will, to keep me running. He also created the consolidated monitoring form that you all will see very shortly. So thank you, Eric. See, we ask that you mute your computer and or cell phones. Turn the camera off. We are trying to conserve bandwidth with the breakout rooms that we are running right now, several running concurrently. And type your questions into the chat box. I'll be presenting and watching the chat box at the same time. If I miss anything when I review it, I will get back to you. And again, this is being recorded, so we can review it at a later time. Let's see. This is your monitoring team from the SCDE. Laura McNair, Karen Cook, Dr. Ray, David Jenkins, Nicole Ivory, and myself. We are looking, traditionally, Laura and Nicole have been on the state side. Dr. Ray and myself have been, and David have been on the federal side, and Karen oversees this whole mess. We are working to consolidate our efforts so we can be one true consolidated monitor. We do state and federal monitoring together. And that's coming. It's not here yet, but it's on the way. A little recap. Just a little background on how we got here. We reviewed the consolidated monitoring forms from other states, ended up selecting Idaho as a model. We collaborated with our colleagues to review their respective federal programs, section of Idaho's monitoring tool, and massaged it to make it applicable to South Carolina. We presented the draft version to the Committee of Practitioners for feedback in July. Tiffany Kessler, whom you all met at the general session with Brunstein and Nastavit, vetted it legally in August, September. We gave it a final review along with the Committee of Practitioners in October, and we are currently using it now. So let's see it. Bear with me while I switch off files. We're going to look at the actual form. Yes, and saw a thing on the chat. This PowerPoint will be posted on our website for future reference. Thank you, Karen and Eric. Let's see. There it is. It's all the way at the bottom. Sorry for the delay. All right. Can everybody see the monitoring form? How about another thumbs up? Thank you, Joan. It's kind of funky how it works. I really can't see. It'd be nice to have a little monitoring screen so I could see it. All right, thank you all. This is the beginning page, first page of the monitoring tool. And while I have it up right here on the right, the final 4 columns, we're going to zoom in and we're going to lose these columns. Basically, I have middle-aged eyes. I need to zoom in a little bit, and I want to ensure that y'all can see what I'm referring to. But this is basically, are you compliant? Yes, no, not applicable, and any notes. We're going to enlarge this just a little. There we go. Okay. The very front of this, the first page, you'll see it has all of the programs that the Office of Federal State Accountability handle. Title I, Part A, Title I-C, Title I-D, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5B, and Title IX, McKinney-Vento. If you look at the form, the way we did when it first came out, Eric scared us to death because it was long. It's like, what in the world have we created here? We thought Eric was trying to kill us. And it is long, but I'll show you a couple of tricks. Over here, on this first row, see if I can, I'm cutting off the edge, I can't see it. There's a little red band around the screen. This is the indicator of the programs that this question covers. Remember, we call it a consolidated monitoring tool, and we tried to make that in the truest sense of the word. Let me show you an example. If I'm coming out to monitor your Title I and Title IV programs, nothing else. All of these are checked right now. So we're going to keep Title I checked, but we don't need N&D. We're not going to need Title III. We don't need Title V. We're going to uncheck these. Migrant, we don't need. Title II, not today. And McKinney-Vento, Title IX, we don't need. What's happened is it has rolled this up and eliminated everything that is unique to those programs we have unselected. So in other words, what's over here is applicable to Title I, Title IV, or others. See right here, it's showing Title IA. This is also applicable to Title IIIA, 1D, and Title IX. So this one question, you have to answer one time, and it will cover all four of these programs. And same here with Title 1A and C. Scroll down. Now this is just for Title I. So that's by itself, so are these. And so forth. This one covers Title I and Title III. So you only have to enter it once. Remember all the redundancy? We fussed about it. Y'all fussed about it. We eliminated it. It is a once and done thing. Like for this, you enter once and you're done with two programs. That will help provide the sedge way for us to provide totally consolidated monitoring for all of the federal programs within this office. Do y'all like that? I like thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if you like that. Wow, slow chat. Y'all must not like it. Go back to the redundancy. There's Michelle. Thank you. So we're trying to work with you on that. Let's see. Anyway, this is the program. Harry, could I ask you to flip your camera off real quick? Thank you, sir. All right, on the bottom of each of these, regardless which ones you select, on the very bottom of this, and I'm scrolling fast, I know, right here, you have all of our contact information. Anything at all you call us is broken down by program. You got Karen, the team lead on top, Dr. Longshore, director on the bottom, everybody else in between. Trying to make it easy for you. All right. Half an eye on the chat, so bear with me. So we're going to stop sharing this one and go back to the slide deck. See how this handoff goes. All right, we're back on the slide deck. Just had the tour of the tool. I can tell you just from using it a couple of times already, and I can speak for Dr. Ray as well. It is nice, and it's a lot faster. It's just very, very smooth. Let's look at some procedures and just give you an overview of what's going on. Again, we're listening to you. We're trying to help you out. It's helping you out. It's helping us out to be truly consolidated to help us move forward. We are transitioning to a consolidated approach for this year, 20/21, with COM, Consolidated Over Monitoring. That's us. We're reviewing Title 1, 2, and 4. All 3 programs may or may not be chosen for the review. We're still trying to get everything on the same schedule. Title 3 staff, we're starting to work with them. They're doing several pilots. We're going to try to join in with them. Excuse me. For next year, 21/22, we're looking to add Title 3, 5, and N&D. Not sure when that will happen or if it'll happen. That's our goal. And in the coming years, we're going to fold in the state monitoring side. Within a couple-ish years, few years, we will be truly consolidated monitoring. All right, the week of monitoring, I want to stop there for a second. I still get emails and calls about that. We changed that from a specific date with COVID. We're doing remote monitoring, and we thought, well, since it's remote, we'll just schedule your monitoring visit the week of March 27th. So sometime that week, we're going to be monitoring you, or during the week. We'll make a call. We just ask that you be available to respond back in a couple hours or so. But we're not going to tie you down all day. And we think it's gone pretty well. If Sonia has a question, is foster care included in the consolidated monitoring tool? As far as I know, Sonia, it is, but I will verify that for you. Thank you for the question. Let's see. We have a lead monitor concept. Right now, we're monitoring titles 1, 2, and 4. We have myself, Dr. Ray, and David Jenkins. 3 people we have to keep up with. We didn't like that, so what we did is on the schedule, we put down a lead monitor. Like if I'm the lead monitor, you contact me, and I would forward it to either David Jenkins or Dr. Ray, and vice versa. That way, you have one point of contact. You're not going all over the place trying to get an answer, get hold of somebody. And that's worked out pretty well. We have had to have other people call when questions get real specific, but for the most part, it's gone really well. This past summer, with coordination of other departments, this past summer, Director Dr. Longshore scheduled a meeting with Adult Ed, Kate, IDA, and I cannot remember the 4th department, all who come out and monitor you occasionally. We submitted our schedules to each other, and we took their schedules and we adjusted ours before it's ever published. We wanted to make sure that you did not receive adult ed visit and that same week or the next week have us come in. We thought it was too much. It's been the biggest complaint. We've had several superintendents make special trips to see us when we've been on the field to justifiably fuss us out, because that's all they're doing is just throwing out monitoring visits. Probably do that again this year and try and space it out some, so y'all are not totally overwhelmed with it. Let's see. I see the question. Let me finish this slide and I'll come right to it. Stated we used a legacy tool up until end of February. We're using the new monitoring tool now. All visits from here on out will be using the new monitoring tool. Vanessa, Dr. Reed, back to Sonny's question. Foster care isn't funded, so should it be in the monitoring tool? There are ESSA requirements for foster care that were new to ESSA. So it is in the monitoring tool. Yes, ma'am. All right, let's go to the next slide. All right, now I'm going to try my hand at a survey because like I said, we are trying to adjust with the COVID, adjust our new, what am I trying to say, our new normal, and to improve it. We're trying to improve it with both y'all and us in mind. So we'd like your opinion on a couple of things. The week of monitoring. Do you like this over a specific date? I'm going to go ahead and try and pop this survey in. If I can't get it to work, I'll send it out later on this week. But these are anonymous, but we are keeping the results. So let's see what happens. All right, can you all see the survey? I cannot see the tech chat, so I'm asking, I won't be able to see you. The survey should be on the screen. Let's see. Yes, it's on the screen. Thank you all for your responses. Give that a couple minutes or a minute or so. And I have another question for you. I've got 46 votes so far. I'm gonna give it just a little bit more time, 49. We're trying to get a good sample of this because this could shape how we do things in the future. Trying to see what you think. 50, another minute or so. I appreciate y'all doing this. All right, we're stalled at 52, 53. All right. A few more seconds. All right, we're pretty well stalled. I'm going to close this out. And I don't know if I'll be able to show the results or not, but I'm going to tell you what the results are. All right, we got 60. I'll just hang on. So far, it's 75% for a specific date, 25% for the week of. Just 3 to 1 right now for a specific date. All right, we're stuck at 60. I want to close this. Thank you all so much. All right, all should be closed. And while I'm here, I'm going to put another one up there. I'm going poll happy here. You should be able to see a poll right now that says, do you prefer remote reviews or on-site reviews? You want us to come out and visit with you physically, or do you prefer it being remote? About 30 districts this year had it remote. And I'd like to know what you think. We think it worked pretty well, but of course that's our perspective. We'd like yours. And I don't see any activity. Can y'all see? Let me open the chat. Can y'all see the polls? The new poll? All right, thank you. Oh, it's coming in. Wow, this is getting a fast response here. Now it hurt my feelings. Nobody wants me to come out. I'm just writing this down. I'm kind of in the donut hole. I love technology, but I'm old school, and I still like my paper and pencil. 60 responses. Any more? All right. Out of 60 responses, 90%, 54 of y'all want it to be remote. 8% want on site, and 1 is other. I don't know what other could be, but if you could let me know. But that's the results. Thank y'all for that. Let me go back in here, close it out. Thank you for tolerating me getting used to this. Okay. All right, we're back to the screen. Again, thank you. We appreciate the feedback. That's what we need. Again, we're trying to adapt this for not just to work for us, but to work for y'all too. It's been a heck of a year, hasn't it? We're just trying to make adjustments. In a way, it gives us a good opportunity to improve on what we're doing and to change course if we need to. So we're trying to do that. All right, organization documentation. At some point, the new system will have it all built in. Until then, there's several options for documentation. We have Crate for those of you using it now, Google Documents, emails, and notebooks. Notebooks basically is going to end up being an email because it's going to have to be scanned if we go remote. All I can ask is use the monitoring tool as a template to organize the data. Quite a few of y'all have done that. We appreciate it. We've received some where it's been all over the place and it just takes a while and it's hard to really know what we're looking at. But there are options, whatever works best for you. The timeline. We're going to publish a schedule in August. Virtual or on-site is to be determined. The poll we just took will help with that. Decisions not been made by the administration yet. If we're going back on site, we will definitely let you know. Let's see. Thanks, Karen. Title I Crate required. Karen answer said no, it's not right now. We will be monitoring from October 2021 to April 2022. We're moving it back a month. We're going to get started a little bit earlier. Again, this is one effort to help with us being consolidating everything into one monitoring effort. May, we're going to still be monitoring. That's a makeup month, catch-up month. Stuff happens. Life happens. Let me see. Michelle asked, will all required documents from the new consolidated monitoring form be aligned with the required items in Crate? Not necessarily. Michelle, we did the monitoring form to make it sent, to have it flow with all the programs. Knowing that what Crate will be changed with the new system, so it does not necessarily flow. That's a good question. Thank you. All right. Monitoring schedule. When you receive the schedule, and if you know there's a conflict or if one arises during the year, let us know. We're very easy to get along with. Life happens. But as soon as you know something's come up, just pick up the phone and call us or email us. We'll be glad to work with you on that. All right, this is where Dr. Ray usually takes over about family and schools, parenting, and I'll be doing this today, so you're still stuck with me. This is an overview. It's also things we see from the field. We've skewed a little bit, some common elements. For most part, we're in really good programs, but there's some common things that just kind of steady get missed. So we want to bring some things to your attention. All right, according to ESSA, Section 1116, ESSA requires that the local education agencies conduct outreach to all parents and family members and implement programs, activities, and procedures for the involvement of parents and family members. Such programs, activities, and procedures shall be planned and implemented with meaningful consultation with parents of participating children. Two words that really stand out are meaningful consultation. They want to see the parents involved and contributing, made to feel welcome to contribute. The requirements for parent and family engagement: you have to have a parent and family engagement policy, school parent compact. Involves parents in the decision making for utilization of parent and family engagement funds, and hold an annual Title I meeting. The school parent compact needs to be developed jointly with parents and their family members, evaluated annually. We would suggest a good best practice, if you will, is to review it and consider revising it for virtual events and meetings. They may be here to stay. Just make sure your policies, procedures reflect that. Kind of going back to what Tiffany said this morning. One thing we see on a very regular basis, the compact may be changed, but the date is not. Please ensure the date is current for the current school year. Even if there's no changes, it still needs a current date on it. Documentation for virtual meetings and events. Invitations. This is, you don't have to do all these. You have emails, newsletters, website, radio announcement, newspaper ads, social media posts. It is basically what works best and will get the best response for your situation in your district that you can justify. There's some examples that covers most of them. Let's see, the documentation for the virtual meetings and events, sign-in sheets. And we'll circle back to all this in a second. Name of the event, date of the event, role of attendees. If it's a Title I meeting, Title I needs to be on the agenda and on the sign-in sheet. Surveys, screenshots of attendees, participant logs of attendees. That goes back to sign-in sheets. Sometimes it's hard to capture the attendance log. Do screenshots of the chat. If you can do one of those shots of the participants' tile, do screenshots of that. That is fine. We need something to substantiate it. Let's see. Agendas. Name of the event, date of the event. There's two things we see missing regularly, actually. Annual Title I meeting agenda is to include all the required topics. Yes, we do check that. Please make sure it is very inclusive. And post the agendas online when possible. That is a best practice. It opens it up for more people to see it. That may have missed the announcement. Presentation materials, PowerPoints, documents shared virtually on screen, website link shared with parents. We need to see that. We are not stuck on a particular format, but we need to see that the documentation was there and was actually presented. Meeting minutes, we need the name of the event, date of the event, and detail of items discussed. All right, these are some issues we have seen this year and a couple of years back that we're going to spend a little time on from the field. Documentation once a principal or key employee leaves the district. All right, what does that mean? We had a situation a couple months ago. Very well-run district. The Title I director, very talented, incredible person, runs a great program, very well respected. Had a principal leave, knew the principal's leaving at the end of last school year. School year ended, finished with all the duties. The principal came in, turned in their laptop to IT, exactly what was supposed to happen. IT had a little bit extra time, so they took the laptop and immediately re-imaged it and basically eradicated everything that was on it. Unbeknownst to the Title I director, all the parenting activity for that year was on that laptop that got re-imaged for that school. I hear a big groan out there right now. Everything except for one meeting was able to back up and punt and provide us with, but we had to levy a finding on the district because it could not substantiate the meeting and they did not meet the retention schedule. We could nitpick it. I'm not going to, but we can look back, follow up here and there. Policy procedure, I guess, to have things put on the network. That was a fluke thing, a one-off thing. Again, a well-run program, but it was a finding. Do a little follow-up with the documentation, make sure it is where you need it to be after the events. Recommended best practice, updating your policies, procedures at least every 3 years. That is not a nigger. That is a recommended best practice. We have heard it over the last couple of years, especially since ESSA. I'd like to see everything updated since ESSA came along. It is, even if things don't change, you can put reviewed in a text box on the bottom of it, say reviewed March 22nd, 2021 in your initials. But take a look at that. It's just prudent and a good practice, and it looks good. If let's look at it, that you're up to date with everything. That is a very friendly recommendation. Inventory. I have been told by about half a dozen districts I harp on this too much. Well, I'm going to harp one last time. Majority of districts do not put the FAIN on the inventory. FAIN is a federal award identification number. It's located in the top of the GAN, the grant award notification. There's too many acronyms. You don't have a copy, it's in your superintendent's office, in the top right-hand third of it. It's a unique number, usually starts with SO. Edgar 200.313 subsection 1, D1. It is a mandatory requirement that the FAIN must be included on the inventory. I've mentioned this a couple times, or for a couple years. Dr. Ray, Karen, and I conferred. As of next year, will be a finding if it's not there. Won't be any second chances to wait a week and put it on. It will be a finding. It is statutory. What we're asking is this year started for the 2021 year. You don't have to go back. We're not asking you to do that. I think I just answered Solange's question. Yes, we're looking for it to be on this current school year, the 2021 school year. You don't have to go back beyond that. And from this point forward every year. Shouldn't be hard to do 1 year. I would never ask you to go back 10 years. And we do that. If we see trends, see things that say from this point forward, 2 years have passed, so we're enforcing this year forward. So just a few months going back. I'm going to scroll through the chat if I can get up there. All right, let's see. All right, is the fame, let's see, Harry, thank you. Is the fame placed on items of a certain dollar amount or all items? Okay, with inventory, Title I inventory, the threshold is $100 for items that can be used from year to year. I'll explain that in a second. That is considered inventory. Now let me put this. All right, you buy a laser printer, good Office Depot. You buy a laser printer for $180. You can use that. Hopefully, it'll last several years. So that is inventory. You go, you buy the color cartridges, a cyan, yellow, magenta, and black, and they cost $150 each. Those will not be, those are consumable. They're expensed out. You do not have to count those. Same as a projector. You buy a projector, that's good for several years. You do not have to count the bulbs in a projector. Some of the bulbs may cost more than the projector does. If you have any questions about that, please give me a call or a email. I talk inventory questions all week. I have no problem working with you on that. That's even graphing calculators, $119. They do get counted. Let's see. Solange, I think I answered that. Will this be a finding for items purchased before 21-22? Yes. We're going back to 20 and -21. So we're going to this current school year. And Liema in Greenville said fame needs to go on the inventory report or the fixed asset tag. Thank you all. Not the fixed asset tag. It can if you want, but what it really needs to be is on the form itself, on that Excel spreadsheet that's on the web page. If you use Destiny, Asset Tiger, or electronic inventory system, just build it into the reporting there. But again, you can put on the asset tag, but it's not necessary. Let's see. Any other questions about this before I move on? Thank you for the thumbs up. Again, it is what it is. It's statutory. It will be a finding. I'm begging you all, please put the fame on your inventory sheet. You fill it out. All right. This more common issues. To transition back to in-person events, make sure your schools will conduct the required meetings. Ensure documentation's in place, the invitations, agendas, minutes, etc. And might be a good time to revisit controls. Ensure they're in place and nothing slips through the cracks as we return or go. I say return as we enter the new normal. We spent a lot of time in April or so working with districts, sending out blasts, letting people know it's coming because there's so much going on. We were afraid the meetings would get forgotten or something would be forgotten. Same thing coming back. It's going to change again in the fall. Just take your time, catch your breath, and make sure everything's in line. It's crazy times, right? Let's see. I see a question. This is the end. As you all know, I do not have that teacher gift of gab, so I tend to be somewhat short-winded. And I have to leave about 10 of because I have another breakout right after this one. Let me see. Terry Bennett, thank you. Inventory at the ESSER funds same. Are the rules the same? Yes, sir, they are. Folks, that's all I have. Are there any more questions y'all have? We have a little bit of time. Is it time for questions or time for everybody to get a cup of coffee? You're all welcome. Well, thank you for coming and putting up with me. I wish you well. And again, there's the one last slide is our contact information. Let's see. I do see the chat is flying right now. Bear with me. If I miss anybody's question, please email me. I assume that the inventory is same for ATSI and CSI? Yes, that is correct. T-Wash, missed some answered question as to where the FAME needs to go on the reporter asset tag. The FAME, from my perspective, I need to see it on the report. It can go on the asset tag if you want it to. But it really needs to be on that spreadsheet so I can review it here. But both are fine. Thank you for the question. Lisa, was this recorded? Yes, this is being recorded. Thank you, Karen, you're too kind. And everybody's leaving me. All right, again, thank y'all. Again, if you think of anything else, feel free to reach out to me. That's why we're here.